and welcome in on the go. You know, if I was recruiting a business to come to Montgomery, Alabama, and they'd say, tell me a little bit about Montgomery, I would put them in a car, drive them on the east side of Montgomery into Blunt Cultural Park, and then all of a sudden, boom, the Shakespeare Festival kind of hits them in the face, and they go, awe. That's called the awe factor. Thankfully, we have it, and today we have with us another awe. Lane Holley, and you're the marketing director for Shakespeare. And the reason we say awe is you've put out some awesome performances so far this year, and we're getting ready to round out the season.
We certainly have, and thank you, Jack, for noticing the good work we've been doing this season. We've had some great shows on stage. We have a great show on stage now, and coming up we have Clyde's in our Octagon Theater, and then we have the great Kander and Ebb classic Cabaret coming up in July. So it's a great way to round out, and then, of course, very soon we'll be announcing our next season.
Boy, seems like you're always going.
We're always going. You know, we have two stages in our house.
Right.
We have the big festival stage and the smaller Octagon house, and they're wonderful theater spaces. And of course, we've just finished some renovations in the building. So if you haven't been in a while or you're new, you're going to see our new renovated lobbies, our new gift shop, our new restrooms upstairs, and it's just a beautiful space.
Yeah, it was always something. You're going to go to the restroom? Got to go down.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to decide between having a drink and going to the restroom. You can do both because it's convenient.
At the same time. Well, this show is airing right before the next performance, which is Clyde's.
That's right.
And that's coming up from the 7th through the 21st?
May 11th through May 28th.
Through the 28th. That'll be the majority of the month of May.
That's right.
And tell us a little bit about the show, and then obviously we're going to talk about it. It's in the Octagon Theater, which is an intimate theater.
It is, most commonly known as a black box theater. So it's a pretty simple space with about 250 seats. But boy, the things that our artisans can do in our spaces. This is going to involve a live kitchen, because I like to call this show a salty, sweet, spicy, dark comedy. And it takes place in a truck stop cafe where all of the kitchen staff are formerly incarcerated. And this really talks about, you know, sort of being in purgatory or on the road to redemption, and Clyde is the gatekeeper, exacting, mischievous. And so they've got to sell their best sandwich to Clyde to make their next step. And so this is going to be a lively, active set for people. I think it's just going to be an amazing experience.
And of course, this is one that's probably more for an adult audience.
It definitely is for an adult audience. I mean, there is some strong language included in this, strong themes. If you watch things like Claws and stream television shows like Claws or Oz even, you're going to find that that's about your language level for that.
So, and again, it's in the Octagon Theater, which is downstairs.
Downstairs.
You moved the restrooms upstairs, and then
we still have
I know. They didn't go away. And actually, if you're there, will there be an intermission in this show?
It's a relatively short show. It's about an hour and 35 minutes, so there's no intermission.
Okay, because a lot of times when there's intermission, what they've done is they've moved bars downstairs where you can get a drink during intermission.
Right.
If it's a longer running show.
Right, but we have our two brand new beautiful bars upstairs, so you can grab a drink before you go down, and you can take it into the theater.
So how do our viewers get information, first and foremost, and then, of course, tickets?
Go to asf.net is the easiest way.
Yes.
Just click on the tile for Clyde's or Cabaret, and it'll take you to the page with all the information about the show. And then there's a link you can get tickets. Or you can always call the box office at 271-5353.
Of course, the box office, for a lot of our viewers, they want to talk to somebody and say, now where should I be sitting here?
And they will tell you. There's not a bad seat in any house,
I know.
but they will tell you their favorite seats.
Especially in the Octagon.
Exactly.
I mean, the Octagon is just, like I said on the onset, it's a very intimate theater, and it's very comfortable, by the way.
It is.
It's, you know, when you say an hour and 35 minutes for the whole performance, you go, ooh, I'm going to sit there. But first and foremost, once it starts, I want to say something right about any performance at Shakespeare. I've never in my life been to anything at Shakespeare I said, where you look at the watch. In fact, if I do look at the watch, I'm going, I mean, it's over already.
I love it.
Yeah.
We really keep you engaged. I mean, our shows are tight. The production values are incredible on these shows. There's lots for your eyes and for your ears, and you'll just feel everything coming off the stage, and you'll be electrified and engaged for the whole time.
Well, thanks so much for what you do. And just remember, Shakespeare was a gift from the Blunt family to the city of Montgomery. If you haven't been out there, shame on you. It's worth it, even if you're not going to a performance, to drive out, see what it's all about. But more importantly, go inside and you'll be blown away. And we'll be right back right after this.